Welcome to another installment of a segment where we dive into one of Elder Scrolls Online's many sets and explore what sort of builds you can make. Not only will we show you how to get the most from these sets, but we'll explain where to get them, what requirements there are to obtain them, if any, and everything else you could possibly want to know about them. In this video, we take a look at Leeching Plate, which deals damage and heals at the same time. This set was added to the game with the Imperial City expansion that launched in September 2015. It added new dungeons, White Gold Tower and Imperial City Prison, the new PvP zone Imperial City, and introduced new Telvar Stones currency. Leeching Plate drops from normal and veteran Imperial City Prison dungeon, and each set item is bind on pickup, meaning you'll have to run the dungeon to obtain it. You can acquire heavy armor, weapons, and jewelry of this set, and they are in the Zivkin motif style. This style is divided into several motif book chapters, and all of them can be found in trophy vaults. Weapon and armor traits are random, meaning you'll likely have to farm pieces for different traits. This is a heavy set, so enchantments on armor and weapon pieces are max health and absorb health. Jewelry comes with healthy traits and health recovery enchantments. Keep in mind that you can use transmutation to change traits if you wish. However, the Somerset expansion is needed to change the traits on jewelry, along with 50 transmute crystals. Leeching Plate adds 1206 max health and 8% healing taken with 4 pieces equipped. The 5-piece set bonus grants an 8% chance to summon a cloud that does poison damage every second and heals for 100% of the damage caused. This set is meant for tanks due to the healing taken, and a 5-piece bonus that suits every tank out there. Leeching Plate increases healing taken. This is one factor involved in calculating total healing, but there are others such as healing received and healing done. There isn't a lot of information out there on how this all works, so I'll note it here for convenience. The formula to figure out how much healing you get is as follows. Note that healing done and healing taken and healing received all affect the healing of potions as well. This formula allows you to calculate just how much healing a skill can do based on a number of factors. Since tooltips reflect the changes of healing done already, you can take the tooltip and multiply it by healing taken, and then multiply that by healing received to get the actual number the skill will do. You can use this formula to theorycraft just exactly how much healing you can get from skills this way. Let's do an example. Let's say you want to calculate how much healing Breath of Life would heal you with a tooltip value of 7,703. Let's say your healing done is 25%, your healing taken is 16% from Jailer's Tenacity and Rapid Mending, and your healing received is 30% since you were hit for a quarter of your health in one attack. You would take 7,703, multiply that by 1.16, and multiply that by 1.30, and you would get 11,616. You do not need to factor in healing done here, as the game has already done that for you on the tooltip. The following are some things that grant healing done, healing taken, and healing received. What you need to know about this set. How this set works is whenever you take health damage or damage to a damaged shield, there is an 8% chance a Leeching Cloud will spawn that does poison damage to enemies and heals for 100% of damage caused. This cloud has a 4-meter radius and inflicts poison damage every second for 5 seconds. The cloud spawns beneath the enemy that procced it and stays at that spot for 5 seconds. To receive heals, the enemy needs to receive poison damage from that cloud, meaning it must not move away from it. The cloud hits every enemy that is inside the radius, and you are healed for every enemy hit. More enemies hit by the cloud equals more heals, but only one cloud can be active at the same time. Poison tooltip damage can be increased to 1626 by putting 100 points into the Master at Arms and Mighty Champion skills, but Thaumaturge has no effect on damage. Note that since the damage you are dealing is coming from a set, it cannot critically strike. It says healing can heal for 100% damage caused, but this is without healing taken, healing received, and healing done bonuses calculated. This can lead to insane healing potential that can make your tank immortal. It depends on the build how far these heals can go, but you can increase it through quick recovery, blessed, minor and major mending, and minor and major vitality. All of these stack and can lead to incredible heals. Note that these heals cannot critically strike either, since they are coming from a set. Due to many things changing quickly, different point distribution and active buffs, it's hard to give some exact heal numbers. While doing around 1k poison damage, I've managed to get around 3,000 to 4,000 heals per second without buffs. However, those same heals sometimes went up to 7,000 to 10,000 per second, while poison damage stayed at 1k due to vitality and mending buffs activated. Leeching Plate is a set for tanks only because it increases survivability by a lot, but doesn't do much in the way of damage. It is a selfish set, so to be a proper tank, it is best paired with another set that provides the team some bonuses. Brands of Imperium, Ebon Armory, Roar of Alkosh, and Aegis of Gallenway are great choices amongst many others. While sets like Mark of the Pariah will make you immortal combined with Leeching Plate, such survivability becomes detrimental to your team since it is often overkill, and you can offer much better bonuses to them. Such sets become less needed the better you are at tanking, and the more experience you gain as a tank. If you need more survivability, Scourge Harvester will provide you with more insane self-heals that would take you beyond immortality when combined with Leeching Plate. There is no need for such sustain though. Instead, something like Lord Warden to increase the team's resistances, or Bloodspawn to get ultimate that would help the team faster are recommended. The Revokun is also a great monster helm set for putting minor maim on nearby enemies. Using Leeching Plate needs optimization by spreading points across Mighty, Master at Arms, Blessed, and Quick Recovery. That way heals from this set will be so significant, healers won't even need to worry about healing you for the most part. Also, anytime healers heal you, it will be a significant number due to Quick Recovery and healing taken bonuses from the set. To maximize effectiveness for these heals, use any ability that provides vitality and or mending buffs. For example, using abilities such as Ritual of Retribution or Ignis Shield to have mending buffs at all times active is highly recommended so that when Leeching Plate procs, it heals for even more. The Mundus Stone, the Ritual, is recommended with Leeching Plate to increase healing even further up to 15%. Notes for PvP players. Leeching Plate is not that useful in PvP because although you will get some heals from it when the cloud spawns beneath the player, they will move rather quickly away from it unless immobilized or stunned. Additionally, the set has only an 8% chance to spawn, so stunning or immobilizing an enemy at the same time would be hard to accomplish. You have to rely on RNG to be on your side, which is not comforting. So for the most part, you can get a heal from one tick until players move away from the cloud. If, however, you insist on using it, you will want to be sure to position yourself somewhere enemy players must stand. This would be places like breaches of keeps or the pins inside, where players have no choice but to come there. This makes this more of a defensive set or one that is best used during sieges. If that is not your style of play, then you will not find this set effective and are better going with something else. Leeching Plate is a tanking set that is going to be used 99% of the time in PvE only, and it can make you almost immortal in any content. That is why pairing it with something that provides support to other team members is most beneficial, because it takes care of your survivability needs on its own when optimized. In solo play, it can be used with any role due to the fact that you can outlast powerful enemies this way, with poison damage and heals at the same time. In PvP, the 5-set bonus is not overly useful, because you have to be positioned perfectly and have the right supporting cast to make it worth it. Leeching Plate is an amazing PvE tanking set that can be used in almost every content due to the insane survivability that it provides even with slight optimization. Highly recommended to new tanks or for those running in pug groups where you never know what you're going to get. Stay tuned as we'll be covering the rest of the SO sets, and be sure to check out our other guides coming with the Wrathstone DLC.